Welcome to Introduction to Inshore Fishing, Episode 2, taking a close look at rods. I am Captain Christopher Taylor, owner and operator of Florida Reels Fishing Charters and Lee Fisher Sports Ambassador. Today we're going to be talking about spinning rods in particular due to their common use in saltwater applications and their ease of use for many anglers. A rod functions as the connection between hook, line, and reel, ultimately the main lever tool used when fighting a fish. I'm going to cover the three main areas of a rod: action, length, and style. The action of a rod refers to the stiffness and flexibility of a rod. For example, if you're fighting a smaller fish, you're going to want more flexibility, less stiffness. Whereas if you were fighting a larger fish, you would want more stiffness, less flexibility. The three main categories of rod action are light to medium light, medium to medium heavy, and heavy to extra heavy. The most commonly used range of rod action is going to be the medium to medium heavy action range of rods. This is the most commonly used, tried and true, and basic all-around rod. Your light to medium light action rods are going to be more catered towards sea trout, sheep's head, and flounder, smaller fish. Whereas your medium to medium heavy rods, which are going to be used by 90% of inshore fishermen, are going to cater towards snook, redfish, juvenile tarpon. Your heavy to extra heavy action rods are going to be more tailored towards your big game species of inshore fish such as sharks, cobia, and even some full-size tarpon. If you're picking up your first rod, I'd have to recommend either picking up a medium or medium to heavy action rod, just due to its all-around use. You can target a lot of fish within that action range, medium or medium heavy. And I personally prefer a medium heavy action rod due to it's got a lot of flexibility yet a ton of backbone if you hook into a larger fish. Now when it comes to the length of a rod, most of that's up to the user's preference. The common range or length of range for rods is anywhere from 7 foot to 8 foot. The most common length of rod due to its mid-range capabilities is the 7/6. Ultimately, when it comes to length of rod, that's going to be up to your preference on what feels more comfortable in your hands as far as casting, pitching, holding for long periods of time, or just leaving it in the rod holder. Last but not least, the style of your rod is probably the most exciting for many anglers when it comes to picking out a rod or a rod that you currently own. There's four main categories when it comes to style of rod. You're going to have your basic, what you need to fish with. You're going to have dressed up rods, which basically have everything you need, plus they look good. They're customized towards whatever colors or grips, such like that. Then you've also going to have some rods that are lightweight. Okay, these rods are going to be tailored for land-based anglers, people that wade a lot, kayak fishermen, paddleboard fishermen, and they're people that are going to be taking long periods of time and casting a lot. They're going to want something light in their hands. And the fourth, as many of you know or may come to know, are custom rods, custom built rods, where you go to your rod builder and they build a rod to your specifications, all the way down from the blank all the way up to what kind of guides and what color thread you're wrapping your guides onto your rod blank with. We've covered the three main areas of rods, from action to length and style. One last thing to note is all the information discussed is actually located on every rod, usually just above the rod handle. Thanks for watching this episode. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay tuned for our next episode where we talk about reels.